Options, japtions, adaptions. God, I'm so good at rhyming. Oh. Do you want to go to Norman, Oklahoma with me?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Just think about it. Might f*** around and make a record.
Man, they will let anybody make a documentary these days, including me, Steve Everett, writer of some of my mother's favorite songs, Tiny Car Driver, that looks safe. And I'm on my way to Blackwatch Studios in Norman, Oklahoma to make my fourth full-length record, Little Wins.
I spend so much time before I make a record writing songs and cutting down from that list of, like, I have 40 written that I'm proud of, that I really want to think about putting on a record, and then you cut down, try to get to 10 or 12. I can't imagine not being independent and having so many people attached to this decision-making process, and like, what are the reasons that we choose as a team that we choose these 10 songs. There's so many ways to choose which songs you do, and honestly, like, I think I just kind of put it on the drive to Norman, Oklahoma, and just how I feel. I make some of the biggest decisions in my life driving through Arkansas.
So stick around, and I'll show you what it looks like to make an independent record these days. $1.95 for gas? Wow. Anyway, it's gonna be a good time.
God, could you ever be with somebody who went after every sip they took of everything?
I think the reason I love Norman so much is that when I'm here, it's because I'm making a record. I just always am so excited and have so much positivity with me when I come to this town. It almost feels like being back home. Oh, don't touch that with your face. If you're wondering why Norman, it's because of this guy right here. This is Chad Copelin. He's the owner and operator of Blackwatch Studios, an engineer, a multi-instrumentalist, and he is my friend. I've been working with Chad since 2011, and this is going to be our fourth full-length record together.
This is not the one we recorded last time, right? We did the other one.
Cool. Love this guy.
One of my favorite parts of making a record is pre-production. It's always the first day, and Chad and I just get to listen to all the songs I have written, listen to the demos, maybe even the reference tracks, things that inspired me to write the songs that I have.
Is it still sneaking out if no one cares? 29 going on 16 listening, and I don't know if I want 29 going on 16 listening, or the 9 16 listening. But I know that you'll get restless when I'm around for too much time.
Yeah, I forgot. That's like the only one that I demoed out long enough ago that it's not a half down.
So you Victorian, I try to make you mine, but I know that you'll get restless when I'm around for too much time.
Yeah.
Victorian, Victorian, I try to make you mine, but I know that you'll get restless when I'm around for too much time.
And if I don't hate myself after 4 to 6 hours of that, we move on to scratch tracks, which is just me recording my songs on an acoustic to a metronome. And that way, when we get to Nashville, the rest of the band has something to go from.
Hi.
chat, it's Steve. Steve from earlier. I had to click muted. Was I close?
Um,
Tell me. Are you okay? Do you even want to do this? Hey! I like to laugh too. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry, my coworker was literally sitting outside, sitting on our way to our drive-thru window for a second.
What a scallywag.
All right, anything else?
That's gonna be it.
We'll see you at the one for 15:39.
I love you. Bye. What's up, Dad?
How the hell is it going?
Hey, Paul says that if you just scan this phone, we don't even have to pay you guys money.
No, not at all.
We used to run the drive-thru at a standalone Starbucks in North Carolina. It was the best, man.
Yeah.
I answered every order in like a different accent.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah.
There was one time I did like Mickey Mouse or something. I
Yeah.
was like, hey, welcome to Starbucks. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Would you like
great.
to try
I
a
love
skinny
it.
cinnamon toast latte?
Exactly.
I used to call myself a barista.
That is incredible.
You can use it.
Incredible. I will use it. Don't worry.
You know, your name backwards is Retrack. We'll see you in 4 hours.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
that was fantastic. I like that whole exchange.
Yeah, everybody won.
The last day of pre-production. It's always just a safe place where we give ourselves permission to chase down new ideas. And our friend Nathan from the band Broncho came to help us do just that.
When you are just writing on an acoustic guitar, it feels very intimate and small, and then you bring it into a studio and you think, oh, this is going to stay intimate and small and soft. Then people start playing and all of a sudden it turns into a totally different thing. At first, as an artist, that's kind of scary, but honestly, most of the time, you're like, this is exactly what this needs to be.
The last few moments of pre-production are always bittersweet, but I'm excited to go back home to Nashville and meet up with Chad and the rest of the band to start making the record.
Drums. Nothing's cooler than drums. It's the best. It's my favorite part. Other than organ. And then the songwriting. And then the guitar playing, the bass. And the acoustic. Just really everything about the whole process. The piano's great. Anyway, record's done. See you guys. Some people call me the space cowboy. Some call me the gangster of friendship. Some people call me Steve. This is the longest I've been in any city or place. I think since I was a little kid. When COVID-19 came along and they closed down everything, like, it might have saved my life, honestly. I just kind of got to this place where I just wasn't taking care of myself, and I had gotten run down, and I had just depleted my reserves, is what it felt like. I
go against what everybody wants from you or expects from you. But I really do think that you're really well served by getting into a routine as a creative person, and that's what I've discovered this year. So I'm excited about the future, just knowing what I'm capable of and how much focus and energy I am capable of when I'm kind of like treating the the vessel a little better. That's kind of what I've taken away.
Here he is, the fastest boy in the world, number 68. Sick content, huh? Do some good content while I was walking the loop. Oh, sick. You wanna go to Dunkies? Get some crullers? Get a crull and a coffee? Wicked good. Anyway. Making a record. Oh, I can't even park back here. You sons of bitches. What's going on? How are you doing? Doing well. I'm Steve Everett. I don't know if we're in any of these.
You're in Studio B today.
Wonderful.
It's up the stairs on the left-hand side.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yep.
Over the past 50 years, Sound Emporium has been one of the most trusted names in music. They've played host to some of the biggest artists in the industry, and they've been a part of some of the biggest records. Love it. Chrome drums, love them. Brass probably, but whatever.
This used to be the guy who made the studio. This was his house.
Oh.
And that was like his bedroom up there.
I don't know why he still doesn't live here. It's not that loud.
He's not allowed.
Okay. All right. I meant Earth. Hey! Guys. What's up?
Snake Man. Snake Man.
How you doing, brother? I could watch Taylor play guitar all day. I've seen me do it. He's been on all 4 of my records because he understands the emotions of my songs, and he's really good at helping me take the listener right where I want him to be.
One other question. That turnaround before the bridge. Never mind, I wasn't gonna say anything. I was gonna play.
My favorite thing about Tony is probably he gives me such a hard time.
Well, that sucks.
I thought it was cool.
In a lot of situations like this, whoever the artist is, like you kind of handle them with kid gloves because it's technically like their project, even though most of us are the worst musicians on our own records. But he just doesn't worry about that at all.
Ridiculous.
I'm the only B player on this record.
You're the only B player. B plus though. You're B plus. You write an average song, we'll take it up to the great level every time.
It's impossible not to like Tony Lucido.
And then there's Jerry Rowe. Jerry. He's the newest member of the team. We brought him on for Honest Graft, and we just had to have him back because he's the only person weirder than me on the project. Jerry, say hi, you absolute animal. Rawr. But he's really good. So, yeah.
Sounds like a Ridley Scott movie.
My favorite thing about Chad, this is going to get gratuitous. I hired him originally to play organ for my first record, and then I found out that he was this incredible producer. I love being around him. He kind of calms me down a little bit. I think he's an incredible, basically everything player. I trust his opinion. He's my producer, but he's my friend. Like, I love Chad Copelin.
Hold your head up high. Hold your head up. Could be written the whole song again.
Let's do
like
that.
that.
Love it.
Nashville is such a
efficient place. Everybody moves so fast. It's just really remarkable how many songs you can get through in a week. You have a good team and there's a good room.
And if you try to force feed it. Now it sounds like my record. I believe firmly in the LP, the long play, the long format record. I love the idea of getting a team together, making a record, and just kind of capturing a moment in time. What I'm doing this week is just trying to steal some tricks from these incredible players and then just trusting the process and trusting my team. I've never been cool, never been tough. Turkey and cheese with my cut-off crust. But you were my pizza, lunchable crush, and I was trying, trying to be smooth, coming off funny, laughing it off when you kiss my buddies. Playing the long game, asking you down for a tip or two. It was a hell of a trip trying to make you fall in homeroom. It was a hell of a trip trying to make you fall in homeroom. Guys, this is sounding very rock and roll and fun as shit. I hope you're enjoying it too.
I really am.
It's the same
Okay,
four
Jared.
chords over
So,
there. God, it's like we come home from the studio, go back to the studio.
Just like that.
I don't know if you could have guessed this, but we had a nice time today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's great.
A man from the city came, they're putting up houses, like 6 or 7 where there used to be one. Made me an offer that I had to consider, but I should have just turned and run. 'Cause we've got one in the 5th grade and another right behind it. They think the universe is just North Carolina. All I can think about's the doorway in the kitchen. It's covered up with notches, names, and inches. 'Cause there's a million ways that you can build a house, and as many you can use to tear it down. You can't fill it up with treasure that you find along the road, but love's the only way to build a home.
When you're an independent artist, it's easy to feel like your voice doesn't matter or that you're not being heard. But that's all dumb. I have these 4 keys that I live by every day that have set me free, and they are as follows. Make the best art you can make, be the best person you can be, pay your bills, and have a good time. When I remember those things, I realize that art doesn't only matter when it makes millions of dollars or when millions of people say it's good. It's okay to have a small career. You just have to keep sharing your story, because you never know who might need to hear it.
There's a million ways that you can build a house, and as many you can use to tear it down. You can't fill it up with treasure that you find along the road, but love's the only way to build a home. Love's the only way to build a home. every time I've ever been, but it's nice to have the option, 'cause beauty follows just an opinion. Some nights staying alive is a win. So get up or give up or shake up or shut up or wake up and do it again. Beauty follows just an opinion. Beauty follows just an opinion. Should we just do another one? Same time next week, guys?
Yeah.
I cut like 30 songs to get down to these 11.